Boy, I really sound old when I say videotape, don't I? We don't use videotape anymore, we use smartphones. At least I do. Hello, my cherished doll friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl. Today's video is going to be a collab. I discovered a couple of new channels recently. One of them was the Doll Coven, and it's Julie that's there, and she has this collab going, and I wasn't tagged, but she said that anybody could participate if they wanted to. So I just wanted to let you know about this tag, and if anybody wants to join in, please do, because it's lots of fun. And so the tag is hashtag dolls on display. So we're going to just show, there are 10 different topics or prompts, as Julie put it, for showing different dolls in our collection. And one thing that I really love about this idea is that it allows us to show a variety of dolls in our collection, not just one particular kind. So I'm really excited. A couple of other channels that are participating that I've noticed so far are Toot Sweet's Dollhouse, Tammy Powley's Piececraft Dolls, and also her sister Be Creative with Terry Jeanette. So I've watched all of their videos and I'll link them below, and I hope you'll check them out too. And please do join in. It's going to be lots of fun. So the first prompt for this tag is a doll that gets more attention than others. So for me, this one was easy. My favorite doll, I think I can actually say that. She is my favorite doll, and this is my Elwyn Wild by Robert Tonner. She was a basic doll. She was the first Robert Tonner doll that I purchased. And I do have another one as well, but she's my favorite. I've changed her wig. She did come with a red wig, but this is the Elwyn's Gambit wig, and I just love it on her. This is the floral fancy outfit from Virtual Doll Convention subscription box from last season. And this was meant to represent the Netherlands. And I absolutely love it. Rachel Hoffman sent me this outfit for my Elwyn, and I'm just so in love with it. And so she gets a lot of attention in my collection because I have been a part of the subscription. I have a closet back there. You can't see it really well right now, but I've shown it in many videos. I've collected lots of clothes for my Robert Tonner dolls, for my Grace as well, and my Nima. But Elwyn is my favorite, and she gets to try on everything. And wouldn't you agree? She is just stunning. She's got beautiful face paint. I'll just bring her up close here for you. And she's got the painted eyes. Some of these dolls have glass inset eyes. I actually prefer the painted because I feel like it just shows more of the artistry. And oh, she's just breathtaking. So that is my Elwyn Wild, and that is our first doll. So the next prompt in this list is a doll that goes unnoticed. And I'm surprised that I chose this one, but the reason is I had her in a closet and I don't know why. She's one of my absolute dream dolls. This is the reproduction of my childhood Barbie, the original 1967 twist and turn Barbie, and I'm going to take her out and show you. I absolutely love this doll so much. When I was a very young child, I've told this story on one of my other videos before. She was my very first Barbie. The one I had actually had the light brown hair, but this is the one that I was able to find, and she's got the Titian or red hair, and she's just beautiful. She's got that twist and turn body and the beautiful little TNT face. It almost looks like the Steffi face. I'm not sure if they are one and the same or not, but I remember getting her for my birthday when I was about, I don't know, 4 or 5. I was really young, too young to have a doll like this. And I went down for my nap and I was playing with her clicky legs, and I broke one of her legs on the first day that I had her. And so my mom took her back to the store and replaced her with something that wasn't Barbie and not nearly as beautiful as her. And I was heartbroken, and I longed for that doll, you know, for years after. I did play with the one that she had gotten me, and later on I did get a quick curl Barbie and a few others after that. But this one was always in my heart. I just love her so much. She even smells like brand new, that brand new plastic doll smell, and I just love it. She's adorable. And this is the box that she came in for the reproduction. She's got her stand and the extra outfit and a little card that shows some of the different outfits that they offered. And yeah, and look at those cool boots. Back then, space travel was really in, and there was a lot of space kind of themed clothing in dolls at that time. So I think that is part of that theme. It looks like she's got space boots there. But anyway, that is my twist and turn Barbie. She goes unnoticed because I've just been focusing on other dolls in my collection that take up a lot of space, like my American Girl dolls and my Robert Tonner dolls. And I haven't been as much into collecting Barbies in my adult collecting years. I did when my son was younger, and then I kind of got out of that phase. Now I'm into different types of dolls. So I do have some of my favorites still around. And as I said, she is one of them, but she goes unnoticed because she gets put away in the closet. So that is my twist and turn Barbie. Number 3 is a doll that took a while to warm up to, but now you love them. So the one I chose for this is, she's a lovely doll. She's another Robert Tonner doll. And this is one that I thrifted, actually. I found her on Facebook Marketplace with 2 others. They were only like $35 each. They were nude when I got them. And of the 3 of those, she had been my least favorite mainly because she had such strong makeup and features. She's a Sydney doll. She's got the dark red lips and quite dark eye makeup. And I'm more of a softer style makeup person, and in dolls and that, I tend to be more attracted to that look. And so at first I didn't really think she was gonna stay in my collection, but as I've had her, and I dressed her in this really cute Eloin outfit just the other day, and look at how adorable she is. She's wearing Jean Marshall shoes and stockings because I have dressed her in jean clothes before, but she's just a fashionista, and I like playing with her hair because it's rooted, it's not a wig, and I can just like brush it and and move her around. And because she's secondhand, I don't have to be precious with her. And I just think she's actually a gorgeous doll. And of course, Robert Tonner sculpted her. And she's also the same sculpt as the Grace dolls that Rachel put out with virtual doll conventions. So I also like her for that reason, because she's just another version of the Grace face. And what do you think? Do you like this one? I have really warmed up to her now, and I love her. I think she's gorgeous. Okay, this is always a hard one. A doll that I'm thinking of rehoming. Nobody likes to rehome dolls, but it has to be done to keep our collections at bay. And I have sold and given away many dolls over my collecting years. And so the one I'm going to show you now makes me feel a little sad because I've already rehomed her big sister. And this is Gwyn Tan. She is the Welly Wisher sized American Girl doll. She's the little sister of Corinne Tan, which was Girl of the Year, I believe 2022. And I had her in my collection for quite a while. I really did love her, but because I was curating my collection to be just historical dolls for the American Girls, I made the tough decision to rehome her because she was a Girl of the Year. And so Corinne, her little sister, she's quite rare now, I think. Well, I wouldn't say rare, but she, once she sold out, that was it. There's no more of her. And I don't think she's as common as a lot of the other American Girl dolls, because she was just a sibling, a little sister to Corinne. So I am trying to rehome her. And at first I was saying no to offers who people who wanted to buy her on her own because I wanted to keep the sisters together and sell her and Corinne together. But in the end, I did end up selling Corinne by herself. And so I was left with the little sister. She's all by herself now. So she's adorable, but I don't really collect this size of doll. She's not as articulated. You can't bend her legs or anything. And she's just a tiny little girl. She's very cute and adorable, but she's not really what I collect now. So this one is listed right now on Facebook Marketplace. And so I'm hoping that she will find a new home soon. So that is that doll that I'm going to be rehoming. Our next category or prompt is number 5, a doll you associate with a special or fond memory. So this one was easy for me also, and I'm going to bring her out now. This was my last baby doll as a child. Oh, her eye's stuck. This is Heidi, and she is 51 years old, and she was my childhood doll. My dad bought her for me when I was, I think, 10 years old, and I'm 61 now. And I loved this doll when I was a little girl. I used to say, "Mommy, Mommy, doesn't she look so real? Look, she's sleeping." And her eyes are sticking now, but she was just a sweet little doll. I just loved her so much. Look at her little eyes. I don't really collect baby dolls, although I do have one reborn doll and a couple of Paradise Galleries dolls. I do like baby dolls, but I didn't feel the need to have like a big collection of them. But this one, because my daddy bought her for me when I was a little girl, and we came from a single mom family, so we saw our dad every second weekend. And at Christmas time, when he asked us what we wanted for Christmas, we knew that we would always get what we asked for. However, when I asked for, I was 10 and I was feeling I was starting to grow out of dolls. We never really do we? But at that age, I guess I was feeling a little shy about asking for a doll. And so I remember saying to my dad, could I just have one last doll? And I promise I'll look after her and keep her forever and keep her perfect. And he got her for me, and I have kept her in perfect condition. I've had her all these years. My dad passed away about 2.5 years ago, so that makes her even more special to me, that I have this treasured doll and this treasured memory from my childhood. This, of course, is not what she came in. This is a preemie baby outfit that fits her perfectly. This is actually a garter around her head. I always had that around her head just to keep her hair nice and keep it from sticking up. So that is Heidi, my little baby doll, and I just love her. So number 6 is a doll with a flaw. So I'm sure I have more dolls with flaws in my collection. I am not really picky about having perfect dolls. I have some that I like to keep perfect. I have acquired many secondhand dolls and TLC dolls in my collecting time. I like to fix them up. Sometimes they're a little bit more difficult. So this one here I've shown many times on my channel. This is my Addie doll, and I bought her secondhand from a local seller on Facebook Marketplace, and she has a funny wonky eyebrow. Let me just see which one is it first. I've shown her so many times, but it just makes me laugh every time. It's this eyebrow, and it's been redrawn on or repainted on, so it's not really that well done. Can you see it there? But that is her flaw. But you know, I think it gives her character. I always say that, and maybe one day I'll try and redo it. I am thinking of doing some doll customizing and learning how to do some repainting. I haven't done it yet, but when I have more time on my hands, I'm hoping to do a little bit of that because I think it would be really fun. I do consider myself an artist, not a good artist, but I do love painting and crafting and doing creative things. So one day when I get into doing some face paint on dolls, I'm going to try and fix her eyebrow and make it a little bit less noticeable, but really it isn't that noticeable except if you look up close. Oh, it looks like she's giving a side eye. Anyway, so that is my Addie, and she is my doll with a flaw. So our next prompt is a second-hand doll, As I just mentioned, I have many of those, so I had to pick something, and I decided to pick one in a doll brand that I haven't shown yet, a doll brand that I really do like a lot, but I didn't really go down the rabbit hole of collecting a bunch of them, but it's Rainbow High. And this one in particular I wanted because her name is Cheryl, and of course that's my name. It's spelled differently, but I just liked the idea of having a doll that had my name already, and I just think she's adorable. She's got a gorgeous outfit on. I did buy her secondhand from Facebook Marketplace, but she's in beautiful condition, and she even came with her second outfit. I have it in a little baggie somewhere, and she's got beautiful soft hair, long golden hair. I love these Rainbow High dolls. If I hadn't been so deep into the Robert Tonner and the American Girl dolls when this all started, and if I'd known how big they were going to get, I might have gotten into them, but there were so many and I just couldn't keep up. They were releasing them in every color and every outfit, and I love them. I love dolls with big heads and big eyes. I wish I had collected more. I do have one more. I have Sunny. I didn't bring her up today, but I've got a secondhand Sunny as well with her two pigtails and her cheerleading outfit. I was a cheerleader in high school, so I really like having that one in my collection too. And I've got one for sale downstairs in my basement. I have a few dolls that are listed for sale, and it's a Violet doll, I think. And I made a dress for her because she didn't have her original clothes anymore. I did have a Bella doll brand new in box at one point, and I think I had another one that had cherries all over her. She had red hair and dark skin tone. I don't remember her name, and I sold those. So this is the one that I'm keeping in my collection, this one and maybe Sunny. I have a lot of secondhand dolls, but this is the one I wanted to show today. What do you think of her? Isn't she cute? So our next prompt, this is number 8 already. Wow, this is going by fast. A doll with a favorite companion or accessory. So I had another doll in mind for this initially, and I'll just tell you who it was because my American Girl doll collectors will know Claudie and her dog Dizzy Dot. The Dizzy Dot is one of my favorite American Girl doll pets, and I think it's absolutely adorable. Right now he's playing Toto with my Dorothy doll that I made out of Blair. So I decided not to show them because I just wanted to tell you that. But the one I wanted to show because she's a little more unique and different, and probably, I don't know if anybody has seen this particular doll because I found her at a thrift store, and she's a reproduction Brujoon. I love antique dolls, and I know this one's not antique. She's a reproduction, but she's very well done. And look, she comes with her own little companion, a little teddy bear that's actually attached to her wrist. But look at her dear little face, and she's on a swivel head. So she's made in the way that these dolls were made back in the day. She's got glass eyes and a beautiful little wig, and she does have like a pate underneath, but it's all modern done. It's a newer one, and you can actually see the marking. Let's see if I can see that. It's very light. I think it does say Brujoon on there somewhere, but it's so light it's not going to show up on camera. But this doll was made with so much love. Look at the beautiful lace collar and the handmade dress with all the detailed ribbon. I got her at a thrift store for, I don't remember how much I paid now. I think maybe $12 to $15. Look at her little reproduction Brujoon shoes. She is adorable. She's got a petticoat underneath with all the little details on there. And then she's got her little bloomers on and her long socks. And I just love her. She's got a soft body, and she's a nice little cabinet-sized doll. She's just darling. So this is the one I chose to show you, a doll with a special companion, and here's her little companion. And I just love this little girl, and she sits in the cupboard down there where all my antique dolls are. And she's one of 2 reproductions that I have. The rest are actual antiques. So I'm hoping one day to get some more serious antique dolls. They are extremely expensive. I would probably have to sell all my American Girl dolls to afford just one real Bruges doll. But I think it would be really neat one day if I was downsizing to do that, just sell them all and buy one really expensive doll to keep in my collection. So we'll see if that happens, but I just love this little girl and I hope you enjoyed seeing her. Okay, we're at number 9 now, prompt number 9, a doll wearing your favorite color. Now I've already shown 2 dolls in my favorite color, so I don't know if this counts, but we're on that category now, and my favorite color, if you haven't noticed already, is pink. And so this is another pink doll. This is an Our Generation doll, and her name is Twinkle. And she's actually the Tooth Fairy, and she's wearing this adorable little pink dress. These leggings didn't come with this outfit, I just had them on her. She's got these cute little jelly shoes. She's got pink hair too, so I thought she would be a good example of a doll wearing my favorite color. She's wearing this little tiara here. That's actually not the one that she came with, but I thought it was better than that one. This one came with my Elowen, one of my Elowen costumes, Ballet in Bloom, I think it was. But this little doll is so pretty. I love her hair. I love her bright blue eyes. And she's very cuddly. I bought her brand new. I don't often buy these dolls brand new, especially the Our Generation. I do find them quite frequently in Value Village, these Our Generation dolls. So I think it was around last Christmas time. I just was really enjoying seeing videos on the Our Generation by Nettie's dolls. And so I did buy myself a couple of brand new ones, and she was one of them. I work in a dental office, so the Tooth Fairy was a good choice for me for a character for a doll. And so that's why I got her. Okay, so number 10 prompt is a doll you've changed up or customized. And so another pink dress coming up, alert. This is my TLC Caroline, and I don't do a lot of customizing yet. I'm going to be learning how to do that at some point, but I did do some things to her because I wanted to make her into Enid to go with a Wednesday character I was making. And so I did put false eyelashes on her. She's got really long eyelashes. And I cut her hair. I know, it's a Caroline doll. Can you imagine? I did a whole video on how I cut her hair. And so I made her have a long bob, and I used some hair chalk and just put a little bit, it's kind of fading out now, but there's a tiny little bit of pink. The blue doesn't really show anymore, but I did a bit of blue and pink in her hair to make her like Enid. So I have to redo her for this Halloween. I'm going to try and find a different outfit for her that will make her look a little bit more like Enid. I might have to cut her hair a little shorter too. I don't know. What do you think? Should I cut it shorter? I feel like that's a nice length though. It's kind of like a really long bob. But her hair was fried. I do have another Caroline with perfect long, beautiful curls. So I didn't feel too bad about cutting her hair. I did feel a little bit bad though. And I do regret it a little bit as well because I've been using her also as Elsa from Frozen. And I had her hair back and braided as Elsa. But of course she doesn't have a nice long braid. It would have been nice to have that long hair even though it was really fried and dry. So anyway, it's done now. I can't put it back. So just beware when cutting dolls' hair. We say that with teeth too in the dental office. We can take away, but we can't put back. Well, we can put back filling material, but once the tooth material is gone, it doesn't grow back. So anyway, that is number 10 prompt, a doll that you've changed up or customized. That's the most I've done so far. I'm hoping to do some more in the future, and I hope to videotape those for you. Boy, I really sound old when I say videotape, don't I? We don't use videotape anymore. We use smartphones. At least I do. So I hope you enjoyed that video today, and I hope you will tune into the other channels that are doing this tag if you see them, or I'd love it if you joined in as well. Go and visit Julie at the Doll Coven and see what dolls she chose for hers. and Toot Sweets Dollhouse, Peace Craft Dolls, and also Be Creative with Terry Jeanette. Those are the channels I know about, but I'm sure there are more. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and I can't wait to see yours. Bye for now.